Hello there everyone, and welcome to the Craft Your Life Dynamic Blossoms Project Kit Layering Guide video. So in this kit you get lots of different goodies. You get a 6x8 stamp set. You can see that we have a large image with layers as well as sentiments, and inside the packaging you do have the layering guide for the set. We also have the coordinating die set, which has sentiments on here and also some standalone dies to use in your projects. The stencil set in this kit has 4 different stencils, 2 of which are standalone, and then the other ones will colour in the image from the stamp set, and also a 3D embossing folder. So to start, I'm going to stamp the outline image from the stamp set. So this is a large image that you get on there using some of the jet black ink from Altenew. Once I have that stamped, I'm going to take the first stencil and I'm going to pop that into place into the flowers that we have. So this one is just going to fit into place onto the bell parts of the flowers. And for this one, I am going to be using the butternut ink to add some colour to the flowers through the stencil. So once that one's done, I'm then going to take the second stencil, and this is going to add the bottom parts of those flowers. These could be leaves if you wanted to, but I wanted to mix this up and create little extra flower pieces. For this one, I'm going to be using the Pastel Sunrise to add the colour. So this is the center part of the stencil, which is going to go around the bottom of the flowers. So once I've done that, I can then move this stencil and I'm just going to shift it down so I can then add the little leaves and stems to the bottom part of this image here. For this one, I'm going to be using the marshland ink to add the colour through the stencil. I can then twist that stencil around, and this is going to add in the rest of the stems and leaves and also the bottom part of this flower here. So I'm just going to add some of the Pastel Sunrise to that one first, and I'm then going to take the marshland and add that to the rest of the leaves and stems. So once that is done, that's all the layering with the stencils. We're now going to move on to the stems that you get in the set. So I'm going to move on to the base layer of these flowers here. So these are the top ones. And for this layer, I'm going to be using the pumpkin pie ink. These are just going to line up around the base of the flowers and also where the little flower center is, just to make that really, really dark. Once I've done with that one, I'm then going to move on to this singular flower that we have at the bottom here, again with that pumpkin pie ink, and it's going to line up on the base, as well as this flower that we have, this singular flower, line up along the base of that image as well. We're now going to move on to the next detail layer, and for these ones, the little flowers that we have at the top, I am going to be using the really pretty Sicilian amber. So this is going to add in that really, really dark detail. All of these little images here are going to line up along the base of the flower itself and also in the center of the flower where they kind of cup together, so that's going to add that really dark layer in there. And for all of these layers that we have here, I am using the Sicilian amber ink to add in these really beautiful details to this one. As you can see, they're really easy to line up and they look very, very pretty when they are stamped. So once I've done that, I'm then going to move on to the little petals that I have around the bottom of the flowers. So I'm just going to line that up, and then this will line up within the outline. For this layer here, I am going to be using the Canyon Clay ink to add in those little details into these little petals. If you wanted to, you could make these green and add in extra leaves, but I really do like the look of kind of having a two-tone flower on here. So I'm just going to add in the other 2 in the same way. They're just going to fit in within the outline that you have on the flowers. So just in that like below the trumpet piece. And again, that's going to be the Canyon Clay. I'm then going to take the stem image that we have from the stamp set, and this time around I'm going to be using the Sea Forest ink to add in this darker shading to this image. So I'm just going to pop that into place into the outline and then stamp down. Last but not least, we have this little portion of the stem here and the little leaf, and again the Sea Forest will be used for that one too. And here is all the layering complete. We really do hope this video helps. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again really, really soon. Bye-bye.